Hey, how's it going, everybody? We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick.
Pojď dál. Víš, že v Radotíně je spousta míst, kde můžeš sportovat? Stačí si vybrat. Badminton nebo plavání. Basket. Atletika. Beach volejbal. Gymnastika. Lacrosse. Akvatlon. Cyklistika. Plážový fotbal. Volejbal. Horolezení. Kuželky. Softball nebo tenis. Já už jsem si vybral. A co ty?
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2025 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. We have reached the final game of day 2. It is Thursday evening here in Radotín. Make sure you stay with us after the final game, or come back to the page for Radotín After Dark. And we will be recapping everything that's gone on, or the key factors in the game. Jordan Aki has the first possession in this final play-in game. We will have our 8th quarterfinalist after we see who wins between Purple Rain in purple, not surprisingly, and in the bright yellow, TJ Malešice. Jimmy Johnson, go ahead. Oh, Jane Lee is here. I'm Steven Samuel. Jane Lee, getting all confabulated. Hard shot by Toporowski. Nice save by Andre Hayek. Jimmy Johnson, athletic young player, buries one on cue. What a play by Johnson, just ripped that one home. And the Purple Rain go up 1-0.
Yeah, already 2 shots off very early on in the game. And of course, Purple Rain have got into this playoff game after beating Wrocław 3-2, a very close game, and another very close game actually against Alberta, but taking a loss with a 7-5 score. That was a very, very physical game, that wasn't it?
It was. It
late
really
last
got
night.
A little chippy.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. There were 2 games getting kind of feisty. Purple Rain with possession once again. Jimmy Johnson already scored 1 goal. Watched there by Adam Verona. That one trickles in as well. 3 shots, 2 goals for Purple Rain coming out of the gates. And that is Chris Statham ripping it home.
Hayek really stretched out to try and keep that over, but just deflected a little bit too quickly right into the corner. And that's another quick 2 goals early on.
And obviously there's lots of time left. Still 28 plus minutes of the 30 minutes of running time, 2 15-minute halves, 2 minutes stop time at the end of the second half. But we've also talked about how these games can get away from you quickly. If you get a bit of a break, somebody gets a run, it can be hard to come back because the clock keeps ticking. You run out of time really quickly. Running forward is Andre Pedrushek, and he's going to hand it off. We have Kamil Turlik. Pass it to the far side. This is my first time calling a Malešice game in this tournament, and haven't really seen a ton of them. There's a shot from Christoph Adamiats, one of the twins, and there's a big save by Hayek on the breakaway.
And Purple Rain retaining possession here with another defensive set against Malešice. Malešice in that pool of all that kind of all over the place where it came down to the really nitty-gritty details with each team in their group.
Toporowski with a chance on the goal. It's going to be eventually a crease violation. We're going to get into the details of that when we have a chance in a little bit, but here's some forward pressure by Thorarensen. He passes it off. Ben Foster with the shot. That's turned aside. Had a nice chat with his folks yesterday.
Yeah, Foster just took away his angle a little bit too much there, I think. But a good attempt, nevertheless.
Stepan Vesely gets a shot off. Stopped there by Pat Malone, this goaltender for Purple Rain. And Fitzhenry will come across center. It's going to be a turnover as that ball gets up and out of play. Turlik will look for some help. There it is coming off the bench in the form of Adamiats. And everything wide open. Adamiats scores on the twister. Kind of a bizarre play that Purple Rain. You can see Declan O'Holland signaling to his teammates, let's pull it in together.
He just ran through the middle of 3 players.
I mean, there's just nobody coming to check him. You've got 5 guys on the floor. I know one's just getting into the play on the change, but somebody's got to get out there.
Yeah. A great finish too, though.
Yeah, especially on Adamiats. He's so dangerous. Great young athletic player. And there's another rip for Jimmy Johnston just moments later. What a response by Purple Rain.
And Johnston looking really confident early on in this game. Let's see what more he can offer here.
A really nice little pass from Xavier Hebert. Oh, just squeaks through. I talk all the time about how I love the replays from behind the net cameras here. And part of the reason, I mean, it's a great view. Part of the reason is you see just how chill goalies are. They're just generally standing there with their arms on the crossbar until the play gets close. We have a delayed penalty, so now it's going to be Hayek racing to the bench for an extra attacker. Still 18 on the shot clock. Setting things up, Malešice having a good look around. It's picked off, pass across the middle, taken there by Nicholas Adamiak, or sorry, by 55, oh, it was 95, okay, so that was Matthias Martin. But the power play now with the illegal cross-checking call, and Malešice will have a chance to get one back. We're about 5.5 minutes in here. It's 3-1. I'm Steven Stamp with Jane Lee. Christoph Adamietz will be at the top as they go strong left. His twin brother Jakob will be beside him. Pass out front, great chance at burying it there was Andrei Pedrushek. It's a really nice little set play that they ran, and it works to perfection.
Yeah, taking advantage of that power play. And a high-scoring game is 3-2, just 6 minutes gone.
Lovely play on the power play. It was looking a bit early on like Purple Rain could start to run away with it, as Malešice was looking kind of scrambly, but they've really settled in. The power play helps. We'll try and get possession off of this draw, but it will be Declan Mulholland coming away with it. He'll bounce it here to Jimmy Johnston, and Purple Rain goes back to the offense. That pass doesn't connect. Ben Foster's able to track it down. Toporowski up at the top. He's been dynamite as usual for Purple Rain. Penalty coming in the middle of the floor. Two refs have their hands up. I think it's both for the same penalty. There's a reset, so a fresh 30. They'll have lots of time to get 6 attackers out. Oh, bit of a rush shot. Kevin Powers, who is one of Sweden's all-time leading scorers, I believe, internationally, and has had a little trouble scoring in this tournament. I think he's frustrated and wanted to get that shot. But what a rip from Ben Foster. Blasts that one home with the extra attacker. That'll wipe out the penalty, unless it was a major, which I don't think it was. Oh, it is a major. So 1 goal goes on the major, but Malešice will, or was that just the number of the player being announced?
No, that was a number, so it was a cross-check.
Okay, it was a 1 minute. I thought I saw the 3 hours for the player's uniform number. Okay. Malešice comes away with possession. Oh, slipping to the turf. Tough one there for Nolan Dykes. And Jimmy Johnston always looks like he's excited to have the ball in his stick and ready to go do something. He'll get it back from Thomas Yek. Ben Foster just scored. Cross to Johnston. Foster has it pop out of his stick. Statham's going to try and get it. Gets away from Johnson. It'll be an over and back, but it's not going to be because Adamietz is on the run. Great trail check by Jimmy Johnston. Oh my goodness, Adamietz went into the boards. He is still down.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay. He's slow here. Pat Mallow is checking to see if he's all right. Love that sportsmanship from the goalie. Not surprising from Pat Mallow. He's just one of those guys who just loves this game and loves everyone who's playing it. Hard rip from the outside. That one's going to roll back. That will be an over and back. And Powers just makes sure he's in the way so that Adam Maracek cannot get there and go for a breakaway. So let's see what happens. It's just a great trail check, and then just getting his feet tangled up. May have been in the hands or stick of the trailing player, but I think Johnston's just a bit of a, certainly nothing intentional. Hopefully Adamietz is okay. Another delayed penalty coming to Purple Rain. So Hayek getting his wind sprints in, racing over to the bench. Malešice, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Adamietz doesn't quite find his pass. It gets through to Pat Mallow, and it's going to be an illegal substitution.
So already the 3rd power play here. The previous 2, one from each team being successful. So they've managed to convert them both. So let's see if they can do the same here.
Daniel Fitzhenry will go in and serve this penalty. Adamietz at the top. Looks immediately down there for Pedrushek, the recent scorer. Trying to get it down onto the crease. Can't quite connect with Turlik. And the rain coming the other way. Is there a passing lane? There is. Doesn't quite connect. Nice try from Martin, getting ahead to Mulholland. And then a wide open look. Oh, what a save, Hayek. Highway robbery by Hayek.
I'm pumped by that save, Hayek. Little skip celebration.
Yeah,
Love
now
that.
he's just setting his net and he's going to put his arms on the crossbar and just have a chill. Goalies, they are a wild breed. Gotta love them. Adamietz. Back to Adamietz. Christoph at the top. Jakob, there's a shot. Hard rip from the wing by Rutzak. Jan Rutzak going after the loose ball. Gets it back. It's not going to be a fresh 30, though, as it didn't get through, so the time will run out, and Daniel Fitzhenry will angrily trap that ball, slamming the stick down on it, trying to get it to stay still. Toporowski gets a big pick from Johnston. Thought he had a lane for a moment, taken away nicely by the defense of Malešice. Backdoor pass. Oh, another. That's off the post, right? That was not a save, was it?
No.
That would be spectacular. Hayek is starting to look really sharp. There's a rugby scrum over along the boards. Toporowski, the dunk. Nice save again, Hayek. Man, have we seen some goaltending tonight? Hayek,
right. Before
him, we had Dubinsky and Brindle, both great in that last game. A couple of dodgy passes from Malešice. The first one did work out. The second one does not connect. And here comes Purple Rain again. Hebert leaves her to Toporowski and he gets a pass across. Oh, another save, Hayek with the arm. Andre Hayek started off a bit slowly, just dangling it out so that Hebert could trail check him. It was Daniel Hagen, but Malešice does come away with it. Christoph Adamietz over to Jakob. Turlik. Turlik's going to try and duck underneath. Sorry, Rudzek was ducking underneath.
Another shot clock violation by Malešice, but they don't have numbers quite, and it's back in the stick of Johnston. So dangerous. And how has he handled that?
Great hands. And then the easy pass gets away from Thomas Yek, who was starting to look to what he was going to do with it after he caught it. Didn't quite catch it. That's going to be an over and back. That'll be the Malešice ball.
And just taking their time onto the floor.
Adamietz flings it down to Pedrushek, trying to duck underneath, but Chris Sokolovsky all over him. That one's wide. Comes straight back to Pedrushek. His shot goes well wide that time. And Yek is going to be the first one there. Yek trying to push the Malešice player over center for the over and back. They do have a chance, though, with 4 seconds left. Nice move and a hard rip by Adamietz, but it's off target. It's been fun watching these Adamietz brothers develop over the last couple of years. Young players, a world of talent, and you can just see the confidence growing in what they can do. They know how important they can be to a team on the floor here. Statham tries to, I think that was a pass, it was, but Hayek tried to reach up and hijack it. Toporowski has it. Oh, I guess it did touch Hayek because they got a fresh 30. Toporowski backpedaling, dragging across, gets the put back. Oh my goodness, Andre Hayek.
We have seen some highlight reel saves
this
evening. My goodness.
Sensational. Another save. That one just looks pedestrian after what he's been doing all night. Goodness. That one gets away. It's going to roll for an over. Oh, they're going to say a touch. So not an over and back? Yeah, it is an over and back.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter since the shot clock would have expired anyway. Here, let's take another look at some of these saves. Oh,
split save.
We're not worthy. Oh, it's even better that time. Oh my goodness. Hard shot, Pat Malone makes a save. Penalty coming, a holding call.
He's refusing to come to the box.
Matthew Bork says, no, I will go to the bench. I don't know why I said that in a French accent, except that Matthew Bork is a French name. 20 seconds left in the first half. So Malešice will have a little bit of time to play with here on the power play. Podrušek to Admiec. Up to Adamiec, he's going to rip it right into the chest pad. Pat Malone lands on it, and the first half will expire. It's 4-2 for Purple Rain at halftime over TJ Malešice, and 39 seconds remaining in the power play for Malešice. And let's talk about that group that that Malešice was in, and the standings and the way they worked out, because it was a fascinating situation in the Silver D. TJ Malešice, Moon Bears, and Minneapolis Wheat Kings, the new club.
Yep.
They each win one game and lose one game. Minneapolis and Moon Bears each score 9 goals and give up 9 goals. Malešice gives up 10 goals and scores 10 goals.
Right.
I was talking to some of the Wheat Kings, and they were saying, looking at the last game happening, Malešice and Moon Bears, they said, we just need for it not to be Malešice winning by 2 goals.
Right.
In a higher scoring game.
Yeah.
They needed to have them win by 1, win by 3, anything. So many things could happen.
Anything but what happened.
Anything but what happened. But that's part of the nature of the tournament, Jane.
Yeah, and great for them to be in this playoff as well. I think Malešice struggled in the last couple of years. I think last year coming 20th, and now having to play. Well, not having to play, but deserved a place to compete with Purple Rain, who have previously, as Glasgow Clydesiders, have won this competition just only like 5 years ago. So and obviously a consistent top 10 team. So and they're holding on here. It's only 4-2 in the first half, and they're really giving them a run. So
they really are. And it was looking early on like the Purple Rain were going to run away. We're going to rain all over Malešice. And then, I mean, Hayek, obviously the difference. Without him, it's not 4-2. It's probably 8-2.
Right.
I mean, some incredible saves. Here's a great trail check by Jimmy Johnson. That is, I mean, Johnson, you can tell he loves to play with the ball in his stick up in the offensive end. But what an effort play.
Right. I mean, that's just good hustle play, isn't it? And he's just all over the field. He can so versatile and such a big threat, and just so athletic. It's great to watch. And now I'm ready for the second half of goaltending.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Pat Malone's been steady, made the saves he's needed to save, but he's much in the shadow of Hayek, who's been forced into spectacularity.
Spectacle?
Spectacle.
Is that it? Is that what I call it?
Not quite what I was aiming for, but yeah, we're going down the same road here.
Same 7 letters.
Big face-off win as Johnson gets possession, because they're going to be able to kill a good chunk of this penalty unless Stephen Toporowski decides to get to the net. He actually winds up going to the turf, and Malešice will get it, and they've got 19 seconds on the power play to work with. If Toporowski, after losing the ball, is working hard to get it back, it's going to be... I didn't quite see what that call was. I think I clamped it on the stick, so it will be... Wait a second.
No. Oh.
Yeah, it's Malešice shoots the ball. Stephen Toporowski was standing there. The official tossed it to him, so he's and the whistle went. He's like, okay, I'll just run at the net.
It's fine. Toporowski just went and had a nice little fist bump with Hayek, so keeping spirits up.
I think he had a sense that something odd was going on when nobody was watching him run down. Podrušek behind the back pass. Doesn't connect. That's going to wind up in the back of the netting. Pat Malone will dig it out. Flick it ahead. One hopper to Ben Foster, who spins. Big swinging wrap check attempt there by Nicholas Adamiec. Adamiec, yeah. Here's Foster. Thorensen setting a pick for him, as is Yek, but they're not getting anything open for him, so he's going to fling it across, and Johnston buries it home. Johnston just circling the net, running out into space. Malešice loses track of him, and the pass works out perfectly.
And not a player you want to leave free and lose track of.
Okay, the pass didn't work perfectly, but it didn't have to be perfect. This is the behind-the-back pass that Foster throws up. A little low by the time Johnston gets there, but he had time. The idea was to just get the ball and let Johnston run onto it. Right. Uses that athleticism. Nice play between them, Johnston and Foster, and it is 5-2. And a bear on the run, shoot, save, Hayek. And it was just a pedestrian save, so he spins to make it look spectacular.
But what speed from Purple Rain there, getting downfield and getting that shot off.
Remember to check out Radotín After Dark. We'll recap the day. Another save by Hayek. And that's going to be Purple Rain possession once again as the ball scooped up in the corner by Jan Polak. Johnston going for another one. What a day this kid is having. I mean, I assume he's a kid. I actually don't know how old he is. He just looks young. Nobody's that quick when they're older.
Is it relative, Sampa?
Oh, Jane. I probably had that coming after.
Yeah, well.
After our earlier conversations. I said, did you have your speed back because of your injury? I didn't say you're old. You're very young compared to me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Peter G comes forward. Local legend. Backdoor pass Johnson, what a finish. Oh wait, that wasn't Jimmy Johnson.
That was Johnston.
That was Thomas Yek with the goal. It's the other red
helmet that throws us off.
Threw us off.
Turn the music up for that celebration there, but right, Malešice taking a timeout here. I think that's probably wise. I think Purple Rain looked like they were going to be on a run, and they want to be stopping that with their one timeout of the game. Score is now at 6-2, having been 4-2 at halftime. So
they're going to make a goaltending change, bringing in the backup. And that one, I mean, you think about it, he's probably called the timeout and then thought, oh yeah, we need to make this, we'll make this change, but you don't really need to do both. You make the goaltending change, it's a free timeout, you just get your guys to chat with you.
And a Hayek, what a shift he's just put in, and he's facing back-to-back shots, and keeping them in. So I think he's done a great job, and a lot of credit to him. But now he can take a bit of a breather on the bench.
They've got more games coming up during the weekend. As obviously every team winds up being ranked. Teams play about usually 6 games. Teams that go through that win their first 2 games and that win their pools in gold might only play 5. Oh, that's a big hit. We've seen boarding calls on that throughout the weekend, it feels like, but Xavier Hebert is going to get up and return the favor, bumping his man, and then there's getting some feistiness. Hebert was not happy about the original hit. Here's a chance. Adam Yates. Oh, nice save, Pat Malone. It's his turn to be spectacular. Diving after that loose ball. Penalty coming behind the play. And it is definitely getting a little riled up out there. Big bump coming from Vaslav Cherny on Toporowski. The ball will be grabbed by Adam Vranya. And Pat Malone will skip and then run back to his crease. And the Purple Rain will go to the power play. Jimmy Johnston making sure that his footwear is sturdy, tying up those laces. He's ready to go, just gotta get the gloves on. Says, hang on, Ben, give me a second. Okay, now give me the ball. Give me the ball. There you go, he's got it. Passes it down low. Oh, Kevin Powers, nice shot. You can see the relief and the joy. He is such an important part of this offense, but just hasn't been clicking for him. But this is a beautiful Kevin Powers play. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, how did he find that gap? But he did.
That's a goal scorer's goal.
Yeah. And again, Aki doing so well at the draw. There's successive clean wins there.
And that goal important for Purple Rain, not because it gives them a 7-2 lead instead of 6-2, but because it does get Powers. They're going to need him going if they're going to continue to succeed as they move on to further rounds, assuming they hold on to this one. And Jimmy Johnston picking the pocket momentarily of Nicholas Adamyuk. Adamyuk's like, give me that ball back. And away we go. The players are chatting quite a bit out there. Yeah. I'm just narrating. Jakub Adamyuk over to Christoph. Space opens up with some picks. Malo with the save. Put back attempt. Pedrushek shoved into the crease though. Adamietz. That one's well off target. It's going to go all the way back down the length of the rink. Purple Rain defender sprinting to the bench to get a change. Jonathan Swam almost colliding with one of the Malešice players in his race off. Pass to the top. Yick, the recent scorer, cutting around the back. There's a hard shot, actually winds up in the glove of Andre Palata. I'm not sure I've ever called a game before where both goaltenders first names were Andre, the two goalies on the same team. Not really relevant, but I find it interesting.
It's interesting. It's full of interesting facts.
Yeah. Here's a chance for Jordan Aki. Nobody's going to catch him. Gets this nice save there made by Palata. Heck of a play to tap that one over. I love the heads up move by Thorarensen. I'm getting it. Thorarensen. He passes it down. Aki circles around, rips one through a screen. Nice job. Palata has come in and played quite well. Toporowski with some pressure. Well, they're going to have to push to get this one over. They get over the timeline. Veslav Cherny, but Toporowski's going to get it. Switches hands. He's going to make the pass to the Kevin Powers. That's a nice shot and a nice save. Lob pass ahead. Here comes Pedrushek. He's just waving the defensive off, saying, I'm good. I'm going to run into the offensive zone, and then we'll get it across to Adamietz. That pass knocked down by Sokolovsky. Declan Mulholland. And Sokolovsky's run over. Pedrushek is getting fired up. They're getting between. We'll see what happens next time he's out. Johnston stopped there. And a snapped stick out on the turf.
Seen a few of those this tournament already as well.
We have. Purple Rain come away with it. A bit of a zesty pass by McDougall. Peter G's going to have to track it down, but Xavier Hebert gets there. G will set a pick for him and head to the bench to get the offense out. Johnston with several fakes, gets that shot off, turned aside. Palata has just really come in and kind of shut the door. I mean, he hasn't had the difficulty of saves that Hayek had, but he's certainly been consistent, making the ones he's needed to.
It's been back and forth quite a lot recently. Let's see if we can get some settled offense here.
Ben Foster will toss it over to Toporowski. Looking for the give and go, but they take away the passing lanes pretty effectively. Definitely getting rid of a chill in the air as we get through this final game of the evening. Oh, Ben Foster, that's a beautiful goal. Switches where he's looking to shoot a couple times in midair, takes the bump, and gets the shot in before he is knocked to the turf. Paying the price with the big hit from Daniel Hagen coming.
Yeah, great help from Staten there to get him free. Just well-paced, great twister. Just great composure. And again, almost clean draw.
Sokolovsky comes away with it. Whoa, somebody got on his stick, I think. It just takes off. Or it just got away from him. He throws up the hands to show field goal. The captain of Purple Rain. Actually, he and Toporowski and Jonathan Swam, all captains. And Pedrushek is really getting frustrated, and he goes straight after Declan Mulholland. He felt Mulholland ripped his stick away. Here's Powers going in. That great save. It was a crease violation called anyway. But what a stop by Palata. Andre Pedrushek feels like he's about ready to erupt.
Yeah.
Not out for this shift. Oh, yes, there he is with the yellow helmet. There's a rip from the outside. That one's off target. Picked up in the crease there by Peter G. Matthew Bork steps over center, leaves it there. Through Aronson. Hard rip. Jan Polak turned aside. Through Aronson, the first one there. Spins out of a check. Leaves it for Toporowski. Just over 3 to go. It's the first time we've seen Jimmy Johnston drop a ball or a pass. Oh, what a finish! Blake Batskon buries that one. I believe that's his first of the tournament. The team is fired up for him.
And what a great move. Just pings top corner. And it does look like Purple Rain with a score of 9-2 now, running away with it. Just 3 minutes to go.
We will get to stop time when we hit the 2-minute mark. Sokolowski picks that one up. Pass ahead to Johnston and heads to the bench. Remember, go to H Memorial. Oh, a dunk attempt by Toporowski. Misses that one, but hmemorial.cz is the site. You can check out the schedule, the scores, see everything that's coming up tomorrow, including the quarterfinals leading toward the championship. Quarters and semis pretty quickly after each other. Toporowski breakaway off the board, tries to go off the glass to himself.
And smart to keep out of the crease there so that he can go and retrieve that ball. And
goes around, one hand behind the back. Malešice not enjoying the fun that Toporowski is having, as they were both, the two players, trying to bury him into the boards behind the net. I don't mind a little hot dog bouncing off the glass to yourself. And Johnston says, nothing fancy about this. I'm just going to rip home a beautiful quick stick backdoor, and it's 10-2.
And he makes it look so easy, as he has done all game. Just so dangerous and just great, you know, teamwork from all the lefties and nice cross crease passes. It's just pretty textbook goals, these.
That is beautiful. Jimmy Johnston is fired up. He's having a good time. Goal scorers love to score goals. They just absolutely enjoy it. I mean, you see some of the guys that score so much still celebrate. I guess that's why they're good at it, because they love it. Here's a chance heading the other way for Václav Černý. He's going to get stripped by Hebert, but he gets it back. Černý will hand it off. I say stay and play. Well, he drops it. Hebert with a breakaway. Xavier Hebert looks, nobody near him, all alone, off the post. Big hit there from Jimmy Johnston. He's doing it all. Had the great defensive transition hustle play earlier. Now Daniel Fitzhenry's going to take a shot. It's in. Fitzhenry not usually a big scorer either. That one will get through.
He wanted that. He wanted that from the halfway line.
He did. The defender coming over and he just lets it fly.
And Malešice seeming a little bit frustrated, but let's enjoy the 1 minute left of the game. And as we said, they've done really well to get here. The winners of this, I think, playing the Mega Men in the quarterfinals. So looks like it'll be Purple Rain going through to that.
Yes, it's a great point. The quarterfinals starting to come over at 3:10 local time. Purple Rain looking to close this one out. Statham spinning off a check, gets a little pick there. 70 to get a shot off Johnston. Throw it up. Oh, they throw it up to Johnston. Yek got away and immediately looks at the stick. .25 seconds, it's 11-2. Krzysztof Adamiec. Druszek, that's a pretty solid pick. He's looking to get one last shot off. He and Sokolowski. And now it's Adamiec and Matthew Bork getting jawing at each other face to face. No fighting allowed in the tournament, so you're not going to see them drop the gloves because that's the end of the weekend for you if you get into a fight.
Just 13 seconds to go, but vibes are high.
We have matching roughing minor, I think, and then there is a misconduct has been called.
So referee still discussing this.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, it was Bork that got the 10-minute misconduct. I thought I saw the indication for over here. So it's Bork getting the 10 minutes. It won't matter, obviously, with 13 seconds left. I don't think that carries over any consequences for the next game.
I don't think so. So simultaneous, 5v5 to end the 13. Oh, no. Oh, this is second.
Yeah, no, they just, the in-home has to go technically and serve the misconduct. Looking for a last shot attempt. Doesn't get through to Pedrushek. Nice play by Sokolowski. He's going to trot around behind. And Papalo sets a little pick on Pedrushek. The time runs out, and we have our quarterfinalists. Day 2 of the Aleš Hřebeský in the books. We will have Radotín after dark. I'm Steven Stamp with Jane Lee. Thanks so much for hopping up into the booth. And what are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Well, I mean, the quarterfinals are going to be great. I'm excited to. I think Tel Aviv is a game that I really want to watch after you know their overtime penalty shot win today early on in the day. And of course, I think there's actually strong contenders for that 9th to around 15th payoff. Those would be some great games as well. I'm excited to see where Victoria also get to. And then, yeah, some of the earlier games, some new teams as well. So really excited to see where everyone ends. Yeah,
the quarterfinal matchups are, again, the first quarterfinal, a rematch of the last 2 championship games, the Nova Scotia Privateers and LC Custodes, the home team. That is amazing as a quarterfinal. Alberta Lacrosse against the Green Gales in quarterfinal number 2. Tel Aviv and the Victoria Leprechauns. That should be a fun one. And the Mega Men, we can now write in, they will be playing Purple Rain, who just won the 4th play-in game. That will do it for day 2 of action here at the 2025 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial, the 30th Memorial. Adam Serpart and I will have Radotín after dark, and there will be tons of action tomorrow starting at 8:30 a.m. as the green quarterfinals get going. There's going to be action all day on the LCC Radotín YouTube channel. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Dál. Víš, že v Radotíně je spousta míst, kde můžeš sportovat? Stačí si vybrat. Badminton nebo plavání. Basket. Atletika. Beach volejbal. Gymnastika. Lacrosse. Akvatlon. Cyklistika. Plážový fotbal. Volejbal. Horolezení. Kuželky. Softball nebo tenis. Já už jsem si vybral. A co ty?